What's up, Scorpio? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. We're going to do some messages for June of 2024. Anything that wants to come out for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's set the intention now to get my Scorpio gang out there who I love. Let's get them some clear, helpful, and insightful messages for wherever they are currently at on their spiritual path. All right? Messages for their best and highest good. Scorpio, you know the drill. These are general messages. So if something comes up and it doesn't resonate or speak to you, drop it like it's hot. Release it. Assume it's going out to someone else. If it resonates for you at a later time or date, great. Let's do it. Let's get some helpful, insightful messages for Scorpio, please. What's something that Scorpio needs to anticipate or expect? The Hangman. Things are held up. Something is delayed. What exactly is delayed here? Some sort of trip or travel, possibly some sort of job offer, negotiations being made with family, or I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. Maybe it has to do with land, inheritance, property, contracts. Something to do with family is held up, or going on a trip to visit family. And what is the significance of this trip or this? Or for some of you, it might even be an educational pursuit. It's like needing to acquire knowledge in order to get a degree or a certificate or take some sort of formal test to, get, a degree or whatever it is. It's not that it's not happening. It's that it's held up or it's delayed. It's taking more time than you were anticipated. So you might be feeling frustrated, like you're trying to go full steam ahead and you're just getting blocked. There's delays there. So what exactly is the significance of this forward movement? All right, let's see. So what is this? Is this the Four of Wands? Oh, it is the Four of Wands. Sorry, it took me a minute to see it. All I saw was the building. Okay, cool. So Four of Wands. So some sort of contract or partnership, establishing peace and harmony in the home. It's usually like a soulmate relationship card, but maybe it has more to do with the idea of like a soul path. I don't know. That's interesting. Tell me a little bit more. It's okay. So it is leading to some sort of milestone or success or celebration, something that you are looking to earn or achieve or acquire because you know it would feel incredible and it would give you a lift up. It would boost you in a sense. Maybe it would boost your career status, reputation. Maybe it would be getting into a contract where, you feel very seen and appreciated by a partner, whether it's romantic or business, something like that. For some of you, it does have to do with land, contract, properties, apartment hunting, getting a new house, a new home, moving locations, but it's delayed, as we said. So why is this significant? Like, what is it? Well, I don't know. How can I help Scorpio here? So in the meantime, what should they be focusing their energy on if something here is delayed? The Knight of Wands. So I know this advice seems like kind of like annoying, but with the Knight of Wands, remember to still go out and live your life and have fun, still be able to see the humor in the situation. And for some of you, it's like you're effing exhausted and you're just like, you're like, it's wearing thin. Like I think you want this to be done. You need it to be over, or you need to gain that ground. And it's just, I think you're very frustrated. But I don't know, with the Knight of Wands, it's like you have to tame yourself a little bit. I think focus on things that you enjoy, that bring you a sense of purpose, something that piques your interest or curiosity, something where you can exert some sort of like physical energy that you have pent up inside you. So, any sort of like athletics or hobbies that are physical in nature, maybe it's having sex. I don't know, whatever it is. With Knight of Wands energy, it's like we have to let that fire be released from inside of us, because otherwise it's like we're bottling it in. It does kind of feel like anger here to me, like you're frustrated, but with that, it's Sagittarian energy. So take a mini trip, take a weekend road trip if you can, or if you've been doing nothing but traveling to negotiate whatever this is, it's like, well, then go hang out with your friends, go, I don't know, even like study something online that you find intriguing. Sagittarius energy, it's very curious. It loves to learn, go have fun, play a sport, do some sort of hobby or talent that really brings you joy. But yeah, it's sort of like, I'm hearing the word stifle, but it's almost wanting to say tame the anger, pull back the anger, because that's actually not going to help anything in this situation. And with Sagittarius, it's jovial energy. It's Jupiter ruled, right? So it's like, life can be silly and weird and random sometimes, and sometimes you just have to appreciate the irony of like, you're trying so hard to do this, you came so close and then it didn't work out, or it fell through, or more delays. And it's like there's a need to laugh at this for some reason. And I don't mean to minimize what you're going through, but it's really being underscored to me to acknowledge like the humor in the situation, because sometimes laughter is well, very oftentimes laughter is good medicine for whatever it is you're going through. So someone's wanting to relay that. All right, judgment. Okay, so this is a blessing in disguise, you guys, because judgment is giving you a little extra time to go over metaphoric example. Go over your paper one more time and look for any typos or edits before you turn it in, because you're going to be glad that you had that extra time. Now, that's a very specific example, but it still applies. Judgment is about going back to the past, looking at things, and getting some sort of closure or clarity on something in the previous chapter so that we can embark on this new one and not be held back or tied down. Sagittarius energy hates to be tied down, right? It loves to be constantly in motion and constantly wandering all over the place and asking questions, and it's mutable, right? It likes to mix it up and be adaptable, and variety, right? Variety is the spice of life. Judgment is a Pluto card, so unearthing new ideas or something from the past may actually greatly impact the way you choose to go about this. It could be that some sort of, I don't know why I'm getting this, but some sort of secret is revealed, and you obviously, if it's a secret, you weren't necessarily anticipating it, but it actually does help your trajectory and how you're going to move forward in this endeavor, in this connection, in this partnership, in this opportunity, in this job, whatever it is. Let's ask, I mean, I don't know what I'll get, but something to do with a Capricorn might be significant here too. What is this piece of information that is very revelatory? I don't know how to say that, but it reveals something. What is this that Scorpio is seeing here that they didn't see previously? You know, the hangman is always inverted, right? Because he needs to see things from a different perspective. So yes, it's delays. Yes, it's having to sacrifice maybe the timeline or the clarity on something because we just simply can't. We don't have it. But rather than falling into, again, like victim mentality or the martyr or nothing ever goes right, I just see you guys very frustrated and rolling your eyes at this. Know that the universe is actually setting you up for success. You just don't realize it right now. But I'm just kind of hearing like in time, you're going to be thanking your lucky stars that things didn't happen when you wanted to hit go, because there was a reason it couldn't. It couldn't or shouldn't or wouldn't. Anyway, let's talk about the secret. What is getting revealed to Scorpio here that changes things? Strength. Ugh, that doesn't tell me too much. Possibly something with a Leo, something to do with a father figure potentially. Something to do with an enemy or a conflict or an interaction that you actually will be glad that you avoided because this person is feisty or sorry, there's a better word for it. Snarly, like, I don't know. Somebody involved here is a little bit out to kill, like out for vengeance, or they have kind of like a deceptive personality, or they have some sort of like grudge. I don't know. And I don't even know if it's, excuse me, against you personally. It could have just been like the timeline of it. And I mean, I know this is a weird reading, Scorpio. I acknowledge that. But there's something theoretical about this isn't going to happen the way you think it will anyway. Be grateful for that, because I can see you guys stewing and kind of, falling down to your knees and being like, why me? Why is this happening? You're not privy to something going on behind the scenes, and the universe is doing you a favor. The universe is saving you some time and even more hassle or possibly heartache, because there's someone here who doesn't have good control over their emotions. They're not operating at the highest vibe right now. So it's almost like the universe is sparing you from getting involved in a contract with someone who it's messy. They're not in a good place to be in contract. And so either you're going to have to reroute and find a new partner or a new this or a new that, or this delay is actually going to give them a little bit of breathing room to like cool their jets and, find their center and not be so hostile. There's like a hostility. And like, again, I don't even know if it's really directed at you, but you would have been impacted by it significantly. And so I don't know how this information comes about or surfaces, but you come to find out that, I don't know, maybe it's like the person that you were, this is an example again, applying for a job with, it's like they got all hot-headed at work and now they're being fired. And so it's like your in and that company needs to go through someone else, because by default it would have been like diminished because of that person's reputation, which again had nothing to do with you, but there was like a link. It was almost like a lifeline you had to something here. If you are dealing with someone who's helping you with negotiations and contracts, again, it's almost like they're out for their own benefit. It's like you're just a number to them, especially if they work on commission. It's like they're just looking to have your name listed under their achievements, but they're not really in it to make sure that you get the best end of the deal. That's sort of what I get here. It's like you're dealing with like a crooked lawyer or something like that. This could go a lot of different ways, but ultimately the message here is, if delays come in, do not second guess them. Ask the universe for more. Like, say thank you. Like, I understand it's not meant to happen right now. Like you may have to do some deeper digging as to why, but it's like, just embrace it, accept it. For some of you, this Knight of Wands might say you might do a 180, with the Six of Swords pointed that way and the Knight of Wands going the complete other direction. You may choose to go through another source, or to pursue another job, to pursue another person, or again, to get someone else on board, on your team, on your boat here, metaphorically, who can help you get to this destination, achievement, opportunity, accomplishment faster. Maybe you seek out a different mentor. Maybe you seek out a different, fill in the blank. That's sort of what I'm getting here, Scorpio. And you have King of Swords. Yeah, so there is something about negotiations of contracts going on here. I don't typically get this with King of Swords, but sometimes there can be an abuse of power with the King of Swords. It's someone who's Uranian. And so with that kind of Uranus energy, it has sort of this chaotic, what could maybe be explosive or erratic or challenging energy, where it's like they don't necessarily always play by the rule book, but they also think that the rules don't apply to them. It's like this person makes the rules and everybody else needs to, fall in line, but then they go and completely like contradict themselves and do something that's not really in alignment with like what the common goal was. Again, that's not typically what the King of Swords stands for, but yeah, every now and then the King of Swords can have kind of like an authoritarian vibe, where it's like an abuse of power, or saying things that aren't true, or holding people accountable or to a certain standard, but then again going off and doing something completely contradictory or different. There is something about a severing or a breaking off that could have had really nasty ramifications in regards to what you were trying to achieve here. But thank goodness the universe came in and threw like a giant delay your way, because that all happened for a reason. It's not me doing it, but like the universe is wanting me to say, you're welcome, Scorpio. You're welcome that I did that. Do you know what I mean? That's the vibe I get from this. It might involve a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It might involve a Pisces. It might involve a King of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A lot of signs. It could involve another Scorpio. There could be an attempt. An ex may contact you, someone who has strong Leo in their chart. They may attempt to contact you for some sort of revival or reunion. But if that's the case, it's almost like you go running in the other direction, because you see that like they're still vengeful. They're still holding a grudge. They still like resent you for what went down. Or that's what I mean. There's like a savage attitude here that you're just like, whoa, what? Yeah, anyway. All right, moving on. All right. I know that was kind of a short reading and a very specific one, but I'm going to do weekly readings, so I'll see you next week if this one wasn't yours. But stick around for the oracle card. There might be something of importance here. What can I share with Scorpio? Can I have one oracle card, please? What would be appropriate to share with Scorpio, maybe in regards to this reading, or something else we need to touch on to make them aware of, empower them? What would be? Thank you. That turned right over. How pretty. I love that. The Golden Rose. I don't use this deck enough, and I gotta say, after using it for the last, you're my eighth video I've done, 8th tarot reading, I'm loving it. I'm kind of loving this deck. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I don't think I gave it the appropriate love, so let's do that. Wild Unknown Alchemy Guidebook. Shout out to Kim Kranz. All right, what am I looking for? L. Roman numerals are not my strong suit, guys. Bear with me. Is that it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, the Golden Rose. I've actually found that kind of fast. Go me. Woohoo. The Secret, the Altar, and the Gem. Something about a secret. I'm telling you. All right. The rose has long been used as a symbolic image for the summation of alchemy. The outer petals representing the first 7 planets and the operations, while the inner petals protect the revelations from unwelcomed eyes. But what exactly resides in the center of the golden rose? Alchemy tells us it is a secret and it is meant to be kept as such. The rose spirals both inward and outward simultaneously. It offers beauty to the onlooker while concealing its inner chambers. This is the complex nature of the golden rose. It challenges the alchemists to reorient their thinking, to devote their work to honoring the secret rather than attempting to become the master of it. Kneel at the altar of the unknown. Cherish the golden rose as it is the model for self. More will be revealed. That actually sounds like a great metaphor for Scorpios, does it not? I kind of love that. You might be dealing with another Scorpio. All right, guys, that's what I got for you this week. Thank you so much for being here. I really do truly love and appreciate you guys. Scorpio is low-key one of my favorite signs to read for, but you didn't hear that from me. I'm kidding. Yeah, please like the video. That really does help me gain traction on YouTube. I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Other than that, thanks for being here, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Scorpio.